Today we'll look at how to optimize expressions with the spreadsheet. Here we have a parametric CAD model in Simcenter 3D, and you can see the parameters that drive it. We also have some expressions that reference another expression. So here, if we change any of those expressions, you can see the model will update. Just to see what expressions reference the other ones, here's the section width that's referenced by both P1 here and P2 here. We'll be using that a little bit later in the demonstration. Now, before we continue, we need to assign a material so that we can assign a density to the part, and we'll be using that in a weight calculation later as well. Now we can go into the spreadsheet, and here you can see a number of functions that are available in the add-ins tab on the spreadsheet. We'll begin by extracting expressions, and if we don't want to have to refresh the expressions, we can turn on a preference that will automatically refresh it, so we don't have to poke that refresh expressions button when we go into the spreadsheet again. So here, if we want to modify an expression, we need to make sure there's an equal sign in front of it, and then we hit enter. After we've done that, we can say update expressions or update NX part, and you'll see the part will update. Now, if we have expressions that reference other ones, you can see the at expression value. That references that section width that we saw earlier. Now, there's some advanced capabilities and functions that we can put into the spreadsheet to give us information on things like mass and other objects as well. My favorite is Mass3D. So we need to select an object name, which can be part, solids, or sheets, then a type, and we've got 16 different types, where 3 is mass there, and we'll be using that in just a moment. And then there's units. We can put that out in options 1 through 4, 1 being pounds and inches. So let's go ahead and create a mass expression using the Mass3D. We'll do part, and 3 for mass, and 1 for inches and pounds. So then when we hit enter, you can see the mass of the part there is 0.4 pounds. Now, if we want to put in all of those units, and I believe there was 41 or 42, let's go back and take a look at the docs there again. So here for type 0, all 42 properties, so we'll need to make sure we highlight 42 rows. And if we get 2 columns, we'll get the header in one of those columns as well. And if we're a little bit long, if we've got 43, that's okay. If we overshoot, let's just make sure we get enough. Then we'll put in the at Mass3D, the equals Mass3D, part 0 for all properties, 1 for inches, and then we hit Control, Shift, and enter in order to be able to input the values as a matrix into the spreadsheet, and then we'll get all of the values. That Control, Shift, and enter is really important to be able to get all of those values propagated into the table. So here we can see the mass again is output there, and next what we'd like to do is goal seek, or try to find what value for a variable cell, and we'll do section width, which is in B12. We want to vary B12 in order to find a target mass. So our target cell will be our mass cell, which is E4, for a target value of 0.3 pounds. And we want to hit that target within 1/1000th of a pound. So when we say OK, what you'll see is it will automatically start populating values for the section width, and then updating the part, and it will update the mass, and then try a new value until it arrives at our goal. Here you can see it overshot, so it'll start going in the other direction. And once it gets there within 1/1000th of a pound, you can see it stopped. And that is how to optimize expressions with the spreadsheet in Simcenter 3D.